I
Top 5 vegetables.
no, I know. It's like, Maddie, I'm sorry, we're not doing that. I mean,
I kind of have like top 5 vegetables though.
I don't even think I could name 5 vegetables. Like, come on. Because everyone's like, that's not a vegetable, that's a fruit. Shut up.
Like
Literally,
what? That's only
shut
tomato.
up.
That's only
A
tomatoes and
tomato,
avocado.
yeah. Exactly. But, like, it's just should be a vegetable. Like, come on.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we'll figure it out in the end. And you know what? Maybe it'll just be like our top 5 mental breakdowns. Like, you know?
Right now.
Yeah,
right.
that'll be easy to name. I've had 5 in
right
the past
now.
1 day.
right now, yesterday, or this morning.
Right, this morning when there was no Red Bull left, about 2 p.m. when no one would eat lunch with me, and then about 5 p.m. when I thought I'd be getting off on time, and then I had to run in the house, so about 6:30. Yeah, so we're on 4.
Yeah. All in, it's just in a day's work. Just in a day's to work.
We'll be to 5 by the end of the night, don't worry.
Yeah. By the time that this podcast ends, we'll probably already hit our 5th. Oh my god,
Sounds
stop.
about right.
Could you imagine like actually having a mental breakdown like I did this morning in the middle of the podcast?
Hey, we're just real, we're raw. I think our listeners would love it. Do it for the pod.
I
right?
honestly think if I were to talk about what happened this morning, I'd probably start crying again.
PTSD, we can't talk about it.
Oh,
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay. No, you're fine. All right, we're starting. Hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke podcast. We are on episode 37. I was thinking about that today, and like we obviously still have a few, but like 50's like in the horizon. Like,
oh,
that's insane.
We're like, that's math, 13 episodes away.
Right, like after this one airs, it'll be like 12. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's insane. And like I meant to do it before of like the math of when our 50th episode will be.
When is
quick
it?
Math, that's 12 weeks.
I can't, that's math. Don't even say quick math.
There's 4 weeks in a month, so that's 3 months, and this is basically October, November, December.
Or like basically almost like our year. No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's 52 weeks in a year.
How do you know that? Why do you know that? Why do you remember that?
How do you not know that, Maddie? Let's start there.
I know that there are 365 days in the year, and there are 12 months.
And there's 52 weeks in a year. You learn something new every day. But yeah, I'm thinking our 1 year, it'll probably be 50 because we've taken like a week off. Or 2.
We've only taken 2 weeks off. That's right, you guys. We're freaking grinding. Okay?
We're grinding. And just so everyone knows, we both still have full-time jobs. I know there's some people out there who think we don't work, but we do.
I might be like almost on the verge of having to be admitted to a mental institution, like on the verge.
Yay.
But we're doing the damn thing, okay?
We're doing it.
Literally, to all those that think that, like, oh no, they don't work. Shut up, because we do.
Yep, we work our ass off. This is basically like a second job, if you ask me.
Yeah, straight up.
But anyways, welcome back to Fashionably Broke podcast. This is probably just going to be like a crazy episode, like always. Like sometimes life just happens, and like you just have to roll with the punches. But like we always do, we're going to start out with highs and lows. Maddie, I hope you have some highs because I know it's just been crazy lately, but take us away. Highs and lows. Go for it.
Are we going to keep in the beginning of this episode? Because if we do, I'm just going to start off with my low. If you hear the audio clip before, then I'm going to fill you in on exactly what we were talking about. We can keep it in. So, I've just been a wee bit exhausted, just tired a little, working really hard. And I think I'm like slowly starting to hit like the wall of like holy crap, like, I feel mentally insane. This morning I was super tired. I worked really, really late last night and like woke up, was running late in the first place. So I was like, I didn't have time to make coffee, okay? Because I have a dinosaur coffee maker that takes forever to make coffee. And I can't like schedule it out. It's like a Keurig thing, but it's like the first gen. So it takes 20,000 years. So I was like, okay, no coffee. Damn, that sucks. Need some caffeine. So I go, we have an outside refrigerator. I go and I'm like looking for my energy drinks. And all I'm seeing are High Noons and White Claws.
That'll work. Honestly, that'll work. Crack it open.
I was close. I was close. So I'm like calling in. I'm like, I'm like literally tearing this like fridge apart. And it's like one of those like you like look into it fridges. It's
the Red Bull one.
It's a Red Bull fridge. Yeah. Yeah, a Red Bull fridge without any goddamn Red Bull in it, okay? So I realized that there's no energy drinks in this refrigerator. I start bawling, crying. I literally cried over not having and like energy.
Sometimes,
but it means so much more. I was crying because
the cherry on top. More. It's the cherry on top.
It was having no caffeine at the ready that really just pushed me over the edge. And I cried. So I actually cried.
Is it usually stocked with energy drinks?
Yeah. And like, I was like mind blown because I had only like 3 last week. So I was like, where are they? Like, where are the rest of them?
The boys were obviously shotgunning Red Bull when you were in Vegas.
They had to have been, right?
It only makes sense. Men.
Only makes sense. So I had to fully actually like, and it was like, you know, like sometimes you can cry with makeup on and like your makeup doesn't really move. No, this was like my foundation. Like it was like hot tear marks. Like not just like one, it was like freaking 10 of them, like all down my cheeks.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Snapchatted me this morning and it was not good. I was kind of wondering all day what you did and like how you fixed that within 10 seconds to be out the door because you're already running late. But I mean, you look beautiful now still, and this is
I haven't fixed it.
Same face of makeup. You can't even tell.
I literally just took my beauty blender and like literally all over my like underneath my eyes and like all down my cheeks, and then just put more blush on top. And hoped for the best. And you can't really tell.
No, you can't tell at all. But sometimes I do think it's crazy. Like sometimes, like if I'm crying with makeup on, like it's a little like pat, and you're like, okay, like I'm good to go. But other times, like it does not cover.
It just like yes, and like it was one of those like cries where. When you're so tired too, like it just doesn't come down in like one teardrop. It's just like a waterfall. Yes. And so it was like when I tell you like majority of my face makeup was like ruined. I had to like literally just and then go. I brought my makeup with me to work because I was terrified that like
you're gonna cry again.
Oh. That on the way there. Or I just, like, didn't cover it all and that someone would say something. Because, like, I had some important meetings. So I was like, I can't show up to a meeting with, like, tear marks on my
tear
face.
streaks.
That's terrible. So, yeah. It's been a journey. Again, who knows? I might be, like, checked into a mental institution. Not really. But, like, who knows? We don't know what the future holds.
Yeah. It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
It's good. My highs... Mama still got it. Okay, so
oh yes,
Mama still got it. I went to Vegas this past weekend, and I was a little nervous to go to the club. Okay, a little. I don't know
why. I knew you would pull it out. I knew it's just in your blood. I knew you would pull it out.
It has to be because I went to the club with 21-year-olds, okay? 21-year-olds, fresh, new 21-year-olds. They were fresh, okay? Fresh 21-year-olds. All right? It's not weird, okay? It was my sister and her friends. All right? Don't go there.
Don't get weird.
And we went to Hakkasan. So I'd been to Hakkasan before, and we went and saw Steve Aoki. And then Steve Aoki brought on Kane Brown and AJ from the Backstreet Boys. So that was pretty cool. Yes. And the 21-year-olds ended up having to drag me out of the club at 3 a.m.
Because they were ready to go and you weren't.
They were ready to go. But
you were still fist bumping.
Oh, I was. But side note, I also thought I was going to get kicked out of the club that night.
Oh, God. Why?
So, we had somehow, like, managed to, like, wiggle our way up to, like, the very front, like, of the, like, DJ booth. But we were still, like, kind of, like, a couple people back. And, I had seen, like, he was, like, the bouncer that, like, let us in, but then he was, like, standing in front of the DJ booth, like, acting as, like, security. Okay?
Right.
So I, like, go to mess with him just to be, like, nice because, like, he let us in. And, like, there was, like, a ton of confetti and, like, steam that had, like, just happened. And he had a ton of, like, confetti stuck in his, like, lapel. And so I just, like, I don't know, I guess drunk me was just like, you have, like, confetti, like, all over you. I don't know, because I thought that was, like, I should say that. Okay?
Right.
And he looks at me, and he goes, well, like, what? Did you say I look fat? And I'm not gonna lie, he was a little bit, healthy. And, so I, like, start freaking out, and I'm like, oh my God, he thinks that I said he looks fat. Obviously he didn't. So, like, I, like, weasel my
obviously
way.
You're already thinking that yourself. That was nothing of what I said.
And so I weasel my way through, and I'm like, no, I did not say that. I said you have confetti all on you. And so then, like, he still couldn't really hear me, so I just, like, literally go up, reach and, like, grab his shirt collar.
Uh-oh.
Grab his shirt collar and, like, show him, like, no, confetti! And, like, start, and he thought it was, like, hilarious. I was like, I promise.
Oh, okay,
like, I would never call you, like, I would never ever say that. I was not thinking that. I was just, like, trying to mess with you. I'm sorry, I was trying to be funny. Obviously, it didn't go over well.
Didn't hit like you wanted it to.
Well, actually it did, because after that, he made everyone move, get out of the way so that we could be front and center right next to the DJ booth. And every time someone tried to step in front of us, tried to, like, move us, whatever, he literally would, like, move them away and bring us back to the front. Like, every single time someone tried to, like, step in front of us, even bump us just a little bit, he said he would literally be like, back up. And he, like, guarded us the whole night.
Like Alex Earl security. You're Alex Earl.
Literally. So I had my
fame
own
starts now, baby girl.
Private security guard for the whole night. I had probably one of the best seats in the house anyway. So,
obviously.
You know what I thought was going to get me kicked out of the club actually backfired and helped me. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's fun. Wish I was there.
So Mama still got it.
I'm glad. I knew you would. I know you're a little concerned, but, like, you would just never give it up. You just know how to, like, dig deep and, like, pull it out.
Then the rest of the trip, though, Mama was tired.
And I feel like Vegas is, like, a good, like, weekend for sure. Yeah. Like, just, like, a weekend and done, because, like, you can only go hard for so many nights.
Yeah. It was the last, well, I was literally only there for 2 nights.
Right.
Yeah, no, the last night
done.
Ended a little early. I say early.
Right.
It was, like, still 1 a.m.
Yep.
But the night before, I had gotten, like, 4 hours of sleep, and then woke up at, like, 5 a.m. I had to work 7 hours. Then I hopped on a plane for 3 hours to get to Vegas. Got to Vegas, got ready, and then met everyone out, and then went to the club at 12:30. Left the club at,
oh my God,
3 a.m. Went to bed at 4, woke up the next day at 7. So, I think, I understand why I cried over the energy drink.
Makes sense. It's adding up, and I'm understanding why, and it was just sleep deprived. You're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. But, I think that's all I have for my husband.
Okay, perfect.
Oh my.
Well, I feel like I usually don't have a lot of lows, but damn did the lows
It's
catch up
always
to
the
me.
opposite, which is so funny because like I feel like I'm a positive person, but damn, shit's not been good lately.
Well, shit hasn't been good for me either. Let me tell you that. And you know, I am usually a strong, independent woman, do things on my own, go getter. I don't need anyone. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, did I need someone? I almost made my dad drive 4.5 hours. I was this close. So, we posted our text thread. If some of y'all have seen that, you saw that. Honestly, like I sometimes forget, like you guys have to guess who's who on the text.
Oh
But
yeah, but that kind of makes it fun.
right, no, it makes it fun. So I was the one who had cockroaches in my house. Yep, that was me. It was me. So I was just going about my day. I was making I think I was making dinner. Yeah, I was making dinner. And my house, my kitchen, it does not have a pantry. I honestly didn't even know that before buying it. Some things you just miss. You know, no microwave, no pantry.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's adding up. It's adding up. But I don't need a lot of room, so I just used a simple cabinet as my pantry. Open the cabinet to grab something out. Cockroach. Lord, did I flip.
How
Like,
big was it?
oh, huge.
Oh god.
Like 2 inches, 2.5 inches. No,
That's
that
a
shit was
monster.
yeah, monstrous. I know.
Monster.
Yeah, I know. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I was like, where's my shoe? Where's, like, I need to try to kill it. It was obviously very much alive. Took my shoe off, tried to kill it, but like, there's food all around. Like, it just like gets in the nooks and crannies between things. And I was not sticking my hand in there to like move things around. Wasn't happening. Wasn't happening. Okay. So I close it for the night. I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, this is what happened. I need help. What do I do? I was due for pest control, but they were coming in a few days. And I was like, okay, I just have to wait a few days for pest control. It's going to be fine. Wake up next morning. There's a cockroach dead on my floor. Perfect.
Like in your room?
Then in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
A cockroach dead in the kitchen. Perfect. Cockroach is dead. Okay, cool. Pick it up with a little napkin, throw it away. There we go. So I'm going to make lunch. Oh, see another one. There's another one in there. And at this point, I'm done. You know, the week just wasn't the greatest. I was just in a shit ass mood for some, like, it just happened. I was just in a shit ass mood. See another cockroach. Tears. I mean, full mental breakdown. Full mental breakdown. And I called my dad and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, and he's like, pest control comes tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be fine. Like, just tell them that you're having an issue with cockroaches, like, blah, blah, blah. I haven't opened the cabinet since. That was a week ago. But yeah, and like I just like I've started my pantry, like I bought new stuff and I've started my pantry on top of my like on top of my countertop. Because like I refuse. And like I'm gonna be scarred for life and I know it. And pest control came out the next day and he like literally looked around all my food and was like, don't see any. And I was like, well, that's
the
weird.
The 2 times that you've opened it,
right?
There's one in there, and then as soon as pest control guys, not one.
Yep, not one in sight. And I mean, he had his headlight on. He was inside my cabinet looking around and found literally nothing. But he said he found like my cabinet goes really far back because it's a corner cabinet, and like they just like didn't like close it off kind of thing. So it's just like a really far back cabinet. And he said he was like feeling around and felt kind of like a hole or something that like is maybe leading to the ground.
Around. That's gross.
No, how could you ever like stick your head in a cabinet looking for a cockroach? No. So basically he put a trap back there and he's just like, there's none in here. I've looked through everything. And if they're coming in, it's through this and there's a trap there and they will get stuck. Okay, cool. Haven't opened it since. So I couldn't tell you the update on that. I'm hoping they're gone, but like I'm just so scarred. Like I can't. And I'm usually not a little bitch when it comes to like, I'm not like a ew, bugs, but like
I am.
Cockroaches
are just
that is a different story.
In college, like, I lived in one apartment, and it was infested with cockroaches.
No.
It was, and for some reason, I was the only one that would see them. Because, like, I have an eye for bugs where it's like, I see them. I'm the one that sees them, and I'm like, get it out of here.
And let me tell you now, every speck I see, I'm like,
you freak out. Like, no, literally, you freak out. But I used to live in a place that was infested with them.
No.
For some reason, I'm the only one that saw them, and I was always the one that had to, like, deal with them.
Right.
Never again.
So,
never again.
I don't know when I'm going to have the courage to open up that cabinet again. I've decided I'm starting a new grocery list. I'm buying new snacks. Like, it'll be fine. And we're going to figure out a different place for them to go. Because, like, right now, like, I just can't do it. Like, I just can't go through another mental breakdown, you know?
Yeah. You know where you could put, like, you could make, like, a little cabinet or, like, a little pantry. Like, in between your back door and, like, your,
yeah, so I thought about doing like floating shelves and just keeping like a very like tidy, clean pantry to like it's not like a huge eyesore.
Like aesthetic.
Yeah, because you know I'm so like that. I just like haven't thought it out or just like gone through all that because it's also where Dallas's food goes and my trash can.
Oh.
I mean, granted, like I could move things around, but then when the back door opens, like it opens pretty far. So it's just
and so does the washing machine door.
Right. It's just a tight space where you really got to think it through. And yeah, I've just been setting stuff on my counter. And I think that's just how it's going to be for the next month. Then I'll be fine. Another low, I ran my second 10K. It was the absolute worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. I would never recommend anyone to run a 10K mid-September in Texas.
Oh, well, yeah, it's hot as shit.
So, usually, like, 10Ks, like, start at, like, 7 a.m.
Like, super early.
Super early. And this one didn't start till 9:15, and I was already a little sketch. I was like, why is this starting, like, so late? But there was no half marathon or marathon attached to it. Like 10K was the longest. And I was like, maybe that's why. Like, whatever. No, I thought I was gonna die. Like, seeing stars. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, it was not good. At all. At all. But, you know, that...
Hey, you did it, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that behind me. It's gonna be fine. I finished. And that's all that matters. I wasn't last. That's all that matters.
I would be last.
No, you wouldn't.
Kind of.
Trust me, no, you wouldn't.
I'd end up just walking the whole thing.
No, literally. My high, so I don't really know if this, I mean, yeah, it's a high. Okay, whatever. I am in my dinner party era.
Oh, fun.
Like in my hosting era and like,
yeah.
I just think it would be so fun once a month to like host a dinner party and like, you know, like bouquets and floral arrangements and candles and like a new theme for like every dinner party.
So
I'm gonna start doing that.
Okay.
Once I find just a little bit of extra money somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that happens. Yeah. That's about the extent I'm at. I'm really excited about that.
I better get like, I mean, I know I live like a million miles away, but you better send the invites
throw
my
one
way
while you're in town. And like, I'm even wanting to go. There's a hair on my lip. I'm even wanting to go to the extent of like, send me your address. Like you're getting like a paper invitation.
Stamps are expensive
in the mail. No, I know. They are expensive. So maybe just like a hand delivery service around Fort
Yeah.
Worth.
Yeah. I think that's
But
that's all you're gonna get.
yeah, like I really want to do that. And like I know my backyard's not gonna be done like anytime soon, but like if I would poop or scoop and like rake some leaves, like
Dude,
it wouldn't be bad.
honestly, like I wanna like help you to your backyard. Like
Please do.
I am
Please do.
not like the yard work girl, but because you have a backyard, like it's not even my backyard, and like I remember when you first like told me about
Yes,
the
and you
house.
were sending me all those ideas.
I was like, oh my god, this would be the cutest thing to do in your backyard. Oh my god, you should do something like that. I'm like, it's not even my house.
Right. And like I have a good sized backyard. Like it's pretty big, and I have like
you could throw some
huge trees in the back.
Little like get-togethers. I'm not gonna say like house parties, but like get-togethers.
Yeah,
like a little like a little like fireplace thing. Ooh,
right.
So
and
cute.
like outside projector in the fall and winter, and like it's just so giving. But like I think you don't think about it until you own a house how freaking expensive things are. Like it's insane. Like to even I think put a dent in my backyard to look half-ass decent with grass and everything, I would probably need $15,000. Yeah. And I obviously don't have that. If you didn't guess, you know, the pod's not making like quite that much. Like it's kind of around there, but like not quite that much yet.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's my exciting thing. And like I'm on Pinterest like saving things, and I added to like an Amazon list that I'm gonna start purchasing things like here and there, so it's not like so heavy like all at once. And then just like Trader Joe's flowers, like those are always like a good way to go.
Makes me wish I had friends.
You're making friends.
Yeah.
Fly in for my dinner party. Like, no, I'm telling you, I want people to be like, oh my god, like Cassidy's throwing like some dinner parties again. Yeah.
Oh my god, did you get the invite this time?
No, did you get the invite?
Ooh, that sucks.
I did. Sorry. Like, it's bring a +1 too. I'm so excited. Like,
but you're not my +1. Sorry.
Sorry. But yeah, I'm excited about that, and I just feel like hosting will be like fun. And I feel like that's just like what you do when like you get older, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. No, I've always been like the host house. I feel like
I want to be like the host house. And I feel like I am, just because like a lot of my friends live in an apartment in apartments. So it's nice to like have a house to go to, and like you can just like park on the street and not worried about like getting towed and all that.
Yeah.
But like stuff like that adds up for sure.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive.
Everything in life is a little too expensive for me.
Expensive.
But in other news, that was our highs and lows. I mean, y'all obviously know this is coming. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Bruh, I mean, it's all the internet is right now, and it's kind of crazy because it was true, man. It's true.
So, were you watching any of the games, or did you just see the encounter through social media?
When I was probably on the airplane.
Oh.
So, no, I didn't.
So you didn't.
But I saw, like, immediately, like, after. But I was on, like, the airplane the whole day. Or I was at, I was either at the cabana or, like, literally immediately at the airport. So,
right.
I didn't really, like, I wasn't really on my phone other than, like, not really at home that day. So, but I did see, like a little, but I wasn't, like, actually watching. But I also, not gonna lie, I like Travis Kelce, but I don't like the Chiefs. Like, I don't like, what's his name? The quarterback. Patrick Mahomes. I hate him.
That's
Mahomes.
Is his name? Oh yeah, his brother's name is Jackson.
Yeah, Patrick.
I was just like, wait, yeah, Patrick.
I'm not a Chiefs like fan. I do like Travis Kelce though. But
right. But I saw this in real time. like real time
Shit.
on my TV screen.
On your TV screen. You were in Kansas?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And I flipped. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you cry?
I mean, no,
What'd you do?
not to
Damn,
that extent.
you should have recorded it.
Well, I wasn't expecting it. Who was? It was I was literally watching the Cowboys game, and like in commercials they'll like pan to like different games, and they like went to the Chiefs and they're like zooming in on Travis Kelce, and I was like, ooh, hottie, like, yeah, go Trav. And then they panned straight to Taylor Swift, and I was like,
no one like really on the team knew. I mean, obviously, because did you watch, like, did you end up watching the game?
Yes.
And like after
they were
like
pointing up to her.
Yeah, and they were all like, oh, like, shit, no way, that's a Taylor Swift.
Yeah. No, it was literally insane. Like, I don't think I couldn't breathe in the moment because I was just like, there's just no way. But I'm going to go into my take on it.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time they've met in person was after his game.
I could see that.
Actually,
yeah, I could 1,000% see that.
So
wait, okay, sorry, I'll shut up. You talk.
Well, I think this is the first or second time because I know in the last episode I said they could have met up in New York. So I think this is the first or second time because I feel like I contradicted myself because she just seemed a little too friendly with Donna Kelce for a first time meeting.
What I was just about to say, but then I don't know.
I know.
I feel like
it's a toss up.
I feel like she could just be that person.
Right. I mean, everyone loves her, obviously. I don't think they are dating, like girlfriend and boyfriend.
Think so. I don't think that they are either.
I think this is something fun and new for Taylor, and like honestly, like I think sometimes she like likes the publicity. God damn. Of this and just like getting out and like having fun. And that is kind of what ties into like what I said about dating. Like, is dating dead? And like what do you consider dating? Like, I think a lot of people in today's world like
consider as like boyfriend girlfriend.
Right. But there's also like that
dating is like you are like there's a title.
Right. Like a guy or a girl can be seeing multiple guys because that's what dating is. It's getting to know your type. It's, going on dates with different guys to know their personality, what you like, what you don't like. And I think that's dead and it's making me mad.
It is so dead because there's a difference between dating and being in a relationship. Dating and being exclusive, dating and having a title. Mm-hmm. Dating and a relationship are different.
Right.
I don't think you should be like, oh, like I wouldn't say to like a stranger that was like pointed to me and my boyfriend and be like, oh, like, what are y'all? I'll be like, oh, we're dating. I'd be like, oh, like, we're in a relationship. Or like, this is like my partner or my boyfriend, whatever. Right. You know what I mean? Like, dating is like, you go on dates.
Right.
But it is dead. But it is dead. It died a long time ago, honestly. And it was replaced with talking.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I even feel like I think it died when communication died. Because like
it died when these bad boys came around.
Exactly. When the cell phones happened, it died. And I feel like I really like honed in on it with this Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just because I'm like, damn, let her go on it. Like, let her go on a date out in public at a freaking football game. Like, how fun. Like, when has she ever done this? When has she gotten this opportunity? Like, people don't always have to be boyfriend and girlfriend to do these things. Well, right. Like, and I'm just like,
that's Alex Earl's whole point is like the just friends thing is because she can't be like, oh, we're dating or we're seeing each other because people would be like, oh, they're in a relationship. And she's like, no, we're seeing each other. Like, we're dating, we're going on dates, but I'm also doing that with other people and like Taylor doesn't have to be doing that with other people. This could have been the first time that they've ever actually hung out.
Right.
But, like, doesn't mean that they're dating. But I think it is almost like what you said, like, you know, not like saying she did it all for the attention, but I remember, like, Travis's whole thing was like, he was like, Taylor, if you're listening, I went to your show at blah blah blah, and so then it's like she's gonna go, like, to his show, you know what I mean?
It's just like a fun, lighthearted thing, like,
and because
why not?
That's the only thing everyone's been talking about. And now it really is the only thing that everyone's been talking about. But how'd you feel about her saying the F word in front of his mom?
I feel like she can do whatever she wants, honestly. Like,
Did y'all the freaking...
So, I'm just, like, I know, like, she mouthed it, but are we, like, 100% that's what she said? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that can be so, like, what's the word? Construed? Is that a word?
Yeah, but, like, misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
Misunderstood.
It could be misunderstood.
No, she clearly said it. Like, it was clear as day. Like every other word was not clear, then that word was clear.
Yeah, she's having fun. She's having fun.
What I just find, like, just so funny is, like, people are just, like, not considering her a normal person, because, like, there was this one fan that took a picture with her, and she had a chicken strip with, like,
ranch and ketchup. And she's like, she's a ranch and ketchup girly just like us. I'm like,
that's weird.
Yeah, no shit, everyone likes chicken tenders. Like,
but I do feel... Okay, so then there's this other thing that's been going around. It's like... I saw this video, and it was like... No, it doesn't really... Like, it has something to do with Taylor Swift, but, like, not really. It was like... The NFL and ESPN are reaching an entire new audience right now. Utilizing Alex Earl. Alex Earl showing that video clip of her at the soccer game. Obviously showing her going to football game, Miami Dolphin football games. Taylor Swift.
Allison Cooch.
Yeah, like, they are... The girls have entered the chat, and the NFL, ESPN in general, are letting it happen because, like, this is... Honestly, their views are probably higher than they have ever been.
Ever
been, because everyone's watching to see Alex Earl on the TV screen. Obviously, now people are going to be watching for freaking Taylor Swift. Like,
no, they know what they're doing, but the girls have entered and we're taking over. Right, and, like, guys never thought it would happen. Like, we're here, bitch. We're here.
Like, this year, I feel like more girls probably have participated in fantasy drafts more than ever. Because now influencing is becoming so big that, like, girls are following football players' wives or baseball players' wives or what, you know, so on and so forth. And so then they're like, oh, well, I'm picking the player based on his wife. I'm picking the player based on who he's dated. Like, literally, sports are now for the girls.
Yeah, and no, it's for the girls. It is our time to shine. Only. Exactly. Like, I think it is just really our time to shine. So, men, just sit down.
Right now, girls are, like, ruling the world.
Yes, exactly.
Like, and everything, like, I'm here. Everything has been revolving around girls lately.
Yeah, like, I saw some crazy statistic that once Taylor Swift was showing on the screen, it went from 3 million views to 26 million views for the game. God. That's insane.
Oh my God.
And, like, Travis Kelce's jerseys, sales went up by 400%.
That's just insane.
So do they get, like, paid commission off how many jerseys they sell? How does that work?
I don't know. But do you know who...
They have to get something.
Do you know who is also a big Taylor Swift fan? And maybe she should give him a chance? Joe Burrow. I'm just kidding.
Isn't he engaged or something stupid like that?
Probably. Oh.
No, yeah, I'm just, like, blown away, and, like I said on Insta, if it's not me, it can be Taylor Swift. I will let her have the upper hand this time around, and, like, I'll just take the back seat, and it'll be fine. Like,
What
I
I
still support, but, like, it hurts deep down.
what I've been just cracking up about is all of the videos that are
Oh,
like,
of the husbands or boyfriends?
oh no, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
never mind. Continue.
No, of like people that are like trying to like guess her next song when she breaks his heart.
The one that's like, yeah.
You were cheap and dude, I have been all morning, like when I was getting ready, it was just like those like one video after the other
No,
of like
my timeline is flooded.
pretending to like write like a song like from like Taylor Swift after she like
Mhm.
like, but it's like they always word it as like after she breaks his heart because he is such a nice guy that like
Right. It's
it
like
might happen.
he was in the end zone and now he's in the friend zone.
Dude, freaking hilarious.
No, they're hilarious.
Like,
but have you seen the
great
TikToks
entertainment.
of the husbands or boyfriends where the girls are like, oh my God, it's just so crazy that Taylor Swift literally put Travis Kelce on the map. Like, no one knew who he was before this. Literally, no one knew. Like, he should be thanking her. Like, everyone knows who he is now. And, like, the husbands are like, really? Like, you know, he's, like, huge in the NFL.
Yeah,
Like, huge. What do you mean?
Huge.
And it was just so funny.
No, I haven't seen one of those videos yet, but maybe I
just
haven't,
wait.
I haven't spent enough time on TikTok this week. Goddamn.
Yeah. No, that it was just amazing. But obviously, I had to touch on that because I couldn't go through a podcast not saying that
Not
because it's
mentioning
honestly
it.
a really big deal in my world. And like, thank y'all for checking in on me because it's been hard.
I hate you so much.
Another one bites the dust, damn it.
So this chick isn't as famous as Taylor Swift. But
she's still famous in our hearts, baby.
She is still number one in our hearts. And I feel like our audience will understand just how significant this next person is.
Mm-hmm.
Because like she fits the vibe. Like she's important. Okay?
Right.
I don't know her, but like I'm so happy for her. Shannon Ford is now engaged. And
yes.
I don't think I've ever been happier for someone that I have never met, that I do not know. But she's perfect in every way. So is that goddamn ring.
That thing's huge.
Huge.
But it's just not the ring for me.
Yeah, no, it's not for me. I'm
glad we can agree.
I like the shape, and I actually kind of like the bevel, like cut where it's like the gold around like the ring.
Right.
I just don't like the cut of the diamond because it's a radiant cut. I think those are not cute.
Yeah, I mean,
not that cute. To me, it's not
fat
my
as
type.
hell, but it's just not for me. But that's what she wanted.
She thick.
Do you know what her fiance does?
He is like an influencer. He is he's like a fitness guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Good to know.
He does like fitness programs. He helps people get in shape.
Ooh, so smexy.
I mean, I think she's the breadwinner, but that's fine.
Yeah. No, I agree. Matter. No, it's fine. But I feel like we have all known this is coming. Like, we're all like, she finally found the one.
The one.
Like, the way she talked about him, like, things just, like, clicked. And, you know.
And the story is just, like, perfect. And it's like, what? They met.
How old is she?
She's 30? 29? 30? 29? Might be turning 30. I know this is going to sound so creepy. Her birthday's in November.
It's coming up. Oh.
So I think she might be turning 30.
I think she is turning 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a little side note. So like Shannon Ford, like turning 30, and then Fran from Chicks in the Office, She just turned 29, but her fiance just turned 30, and they just got engaged a few months ago. It just really puts me at ease that, like,
Oh, yeah.
people are getting engaged at 30, you know?
Oh, yeah. But I feel like that's, like, honestly, like, the perfect age.
No, and I agree, and I think that's becoming more the age of, like, you getting engaged and, like, starting your life together, and, like, it it just really puts me at ease. I'm just really happy to see it, so thank you.
So
'Cause
thank
shit.
you. No, but it
Thank
was
you.
funny because Cassidy just knows, like, how, like, much I love Shannon Ford, and
I was literally screen recording before I was FaceTiming you, and I was like,
and
"You're kidding,
I
she's not
was
gonna pick
out
up."
yeah, I know, I was literally at work, and she's, like, FaceTiming me, and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm busy, like, I'm working, what do you want?" And
No,
she
nothing
literally
is
just
more
says,
important than this.
"Shannon Ford is engaged." And I do wish that I was on FaceTime because I was like, "What?" Yeah, and
No, I was
I'm so
literally
excited for them.
banking on you answering that
I know.
FaceTime for content.
I
Hence why I was screen
know.
recording.
I know, it
But
would have been perfect.
yeah, no,
Sorry.
I've loved her. Really,
I
guys?
just, like, she's, like, someone I feel like, great to look up to in this
Right.
industry.
Right.
But I think that's, like, all I had on dating
Yeah, no, me too. I kind
and
of just wanted to touch on it
relationships.
for like the Taylor Swift stuff because I'm just like,
Mhm.
give the girl a break. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
kinda
we
crazy.
need to get back to this dating of like, it sounds bad when you word it like dating around, but like, you aren't going to know like what you truly want in life until you date around and like you've like talked with other guys, different guys, like, and I'm gonna start the trend of us getting back on there, and we're gonna date around and just see what happens.
Hell yeah.
So
I
we'll
can't,
see.
but
No,
I'll
it's
support
okay.
you.
I'll do it for the pod. I will do it. I will take this one. Don't worry,
Do some
sweetie, I got it.
research for us. Okay, so as we all know, Fashion Week came to an end, but that is not the end of Fashion Week. All right. So Paris Fashion Week. Ooh, sorry, I'm like hitting things all over. But Paris Fashion Week is starting.
Right. I feel like it's just ramping up. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much on it. It started a few days ago. It ends October 3rd. And, you
So
know, honestly, just being halfway across the world, I just feel like we get content a little later.
I just like, yeah, like a couple hours behind. So
Right.
I would say like next week, get ready, baby, because it's Paris Fashion Week all episode long.
Exactly. And people to keep an eye out. Xandra, she's there with
Yes,
YSL. I'm so
crazy.
excited to see her yet again. She's really like going full into this fashion stuff, and I am living for it. I
Me
cannot wait
too.
to see her sporting
And like
YSL.
how,
So,
no, exactly, and how YSL dresses her. I'm so excited for her. I mean, I just also can't wait to see like what other people are going to be at Paris Fashion Week because like of course New York there was a lot of influencers, a lot of like,
mhm,
names that we all know and love, but I feel like
right.
the numbers and like the people just get better and better in Paris Fashion Week because like nothing does it better than Paris Fashion Week.
No, and it's the people who have like take fashion like pretty seriously.
Very
Like we all know
seriously, yes.
we're gonna see Charlie D'Amelio sporting Prada. That's a
Yes.
given. And
I'm
then
excited to see Dixie who dresses her, what shows she goes to,
mhm,
and just like what cool looks that she's gonna pull out.
right. No, she always pulls out really cool looks, and I feel like she's never like tied down to like one main designer. She kind of just like bounces around. So I'm excited to see that. And then another one is Anna Sitar. I freaking love her. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's how you say her last name, whatever. But she's always sporting Dior. And she just has like that model high end look. Like
Uh-huh.
I love her, and she knows how to do transitions like no other. Like these videos are jaw dropping. And she's already started like a little bit with Dior, but I think I've only seen like one. So I'm excited to come back next week because this is like I feel like Paris is where you just get like high end shit.
I mean, yeah, just like really all the good stuff, I would say. Sorry, I keep knocking out my computer charger.
No, you're good.
I've been a mess this week, and specifically this episode. We did not come prepared with a top 5.
Yeah, we're not gonna do a top 5 this time. It's okay.
Okay.
It just unless you want to make one up on the spot.
Earlier in the episode, I'm trying to do top 5 favorite vegetables.
Oh my Jesus!
I'll name mine right now.
Okay, do it.
Not in any particular order. Like I can't rank them because like I can't decide which ones I like better. Asparagus, Brussels sprouts, raw broccoli. I like raw broccoli dipped in ranch. So good. Green beans, carrots.
Okay. My top 5,
right?
Yeah, I'm not really a broccoli person. If I am, it has to be steamed.
Okay, but I don't know. I kind of like the like crunchiness of it.
Crunch.
But if it's
cooked, I'll name mine in order.
If it's cooked, I only like the stems. I hate the like the floret part.
Really, when it's cooked. I don't like the stems. I don't like the stems whatsoever. But I'll only eat the top.
When it's raw, I like the top part.
Got it. Okay, my top 5 veggies. I would have to say named in order. Carrots.
Sorry.
What
We're really doing top 5 vegetables.
I mean, that's what you wanted to do. I literally told you no going into this, that we're not doing it, but here we are. We're not going to miss the top 5 no matter what.
No matter what.
Carrots, Brussels sprouts, green beans, but like the French green beans. Those are the long ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, French green beans. One thing that I bought from the store and I've yet to eat is broccolini. Different than broccoli.
I don't know if I like it.
Is corn a vegetable?
Yeah.
Corn.
Well, actually, technically, like, I don't think so, but yeah. Screw it. It is.
Here we go.
It is. Yep, corn.
Exactly.
It's corn.
I love me some corn.
A big lump of knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more... Wait.
What are you singing?
So wrong. You've never heard that? It's corn?
No.
Are you even on TikTok? Were you even on TikTok like a year ago?
I think so.
Because
corn.
All you heard was, it's corn. A big lump of knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. There's like this little kid that sang it. Everyone, you scrolled and it was like every 5 videos. Not even every 5, it was like every other video.
It's not ringing a bell.
It was like the biggest trend like a year ago. Like the biggest trend.
Maybe you're just like not in key or something.
I mean, Morgan doesn't even have TikTok and he knows that song.
I just don't like when kids show up on my TikTok.
Well, everyone just used the sound. It's corn. A big lump of knobs.
I remember something about corn, but I don't remember.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. Oh my god,
Anyways.
y'all. I hope that y'all are all screaming at her right now. Like, screaming at her.
It happens to the best of us. I'm sorry. Boo-hoo.
Alright, but I think that's all we have planned for you guys today, tonight, this morning, whatever time you're listening to this episode or watching.
Exactly.
Because remember, we have a YouTube. Again, might as well just list what you can listen to us on, even though it's at the end of this episode and you should be already listening to it. But you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And
that is the conclusion. It's always more fun to like watch because like sometimes we just make stupid faces and like you just don't get the full effect unless like you're watching. So go check us out on YouTube, Fashionably Broke Pod on all platforms. But thanks for listening for another week, guys. See y'all next week.
Bye. We need to